Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going to be taking you on a culinary journey through time.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, exploring the heart of New York City's Lower East Side.
A great place for food.
It really is. You've sent over a fantastic collection of articles about the neighborhood's history,
Right.
and we're zeroing in on a real New York institution, Yonah Schimmel's Knish Bakery.
A classic spot.
It really is.
What's so captivating about the Lower East Side is how it really embodies the ever-changing story of the American dream, you know?
Yeah.
And we're going to see how this one bakery reflects those shifts across generations.
Yeah.
It's like a microcosm of the city itself.
Yeah, the Lower East Side was a major entry point for so many immigrant groups.
Right.
Irish, German, Jewish, Italian, Eastern European.
All of
It
them.
was crowded full of challenges, yet also a true melting pot.
Yeah.
And that's where Yonah Schimmel's story begins.
Exactly. Yonah Schimmel himself was a Romanian Jewish immigrant. Imagine back in 1890, he started selling knishes from a pushcart. Talk about a classic example of that entrepreneurial spirit. Wow.
And the niche itself is steeped in Eastern European Jewish culinary tradition.
From a pushcart to a bakery that's still going strong after over a century.
I know, it's amazing.
That's mind-blowing.
Yeah?
His knishes must have been a hit because he opened his bakery in 1910 on East Houston Street.
Yep.
And it's still there today.
I know, it's crazy.
Over 110 years of niche-making history in the same spot.
They must have been something special. What's remarkable is their commitment to tradition. They still use Yonah's original recipe, handmade in the basement, and brought up in the original dumbwaiter.
Wow.
Can you picture how many niches that little contraption has carried over the years?
That dumbwaiter has seen some serious history. And here's where it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
Yonah Schimmel's is now run by Ellen Anistratov, a fourth-generation descendant.
Wow.
It's incredible to think that the family business has thrived for so long. It's a testament to their resilience. It's about adapting while staying true to your core values. She's keeping the classics alive, but also bringing in new flavors to appeal to a wider audience. They're not just selling niches, they're selling an experience, a taste of history.
Speaking of attracting new people,
Yeah.
the Lower East Side itself has gone through a major transformation. Gentrification brought in artists, entrepreneurs, higher-end businesses.
Right, but it also led to rising rents and displacement of longtime residents. It's a complex issue with both positive and negative consequences.
Yeah.
The Lower East Side is grappling with how to balance progress with preservation, how to welcome newcomers while honoring the legacy of those who came before.
Right.
And Yonah Schimmel's success might offer some answers on how to navigate that.
And you've given us articles that highlight some pretty incredible people connected to the Lower East Side. Politicians, musicians, artists. It seems like everyone from Fiorillo LaGuardia to the Gershwin brothers to Patti Smith has walked these streets.
It's a testament to the neighborhood's vibrant energy and its enduring power to shape lives and inspire creativity. Imagine a young George Gershwin walking these same streets, soaking up the sounds that would later become Rhapsody in Blue.
Now, that's what I call an immersive experience.
Ah,
Okay, one last niche-related tidbit that really surprised me. Celebrity chef Janie Oliver created a special niche for Yonah Schimmel's called the Royalty.
oh, wow.
Spinach cheddar potato. It sounds amazing.
What's fascinating about that is it shows how even a traditional food like the Knish can be reimagined and find new audiences, ensuring its continued relevance. It speaks to that ability to evolve and adapt, which is so crucial for any cultural institution, especially in a fast-paced city like New York. Yonah Schimmel's has clearly figured out a recipe for success, both literally and figuratively.
It sounds like they found the perfect balance between preserving tradition and embracing innovation.
Exactly. They've managed to hold on to their history while also moving forward and appealing to new generations. It's a delicate dance, but they seem to be doing it beautifully.
It definitely makes you wonder what their secret is. What are they doing that allows them to stay true to their roots while also evolving with the times?
Well, one key ingredient might be their commitment to quality. They haven't compromised on their core product, the Knish.
That's true. They still make them by hand, using fresh ingredients and that same time-tested recipe.
Exactly. And that dedication to quality has earned them a loyal following. People trust that when they come to Yonah Schimmel's, they're getting the real deal. It's like a taste of history you can count on.
And they haven't been afraid to experiment with new flavors either. That jalapeno cheddar niche, for instance. It's a nod to modern tastes while still respecting the traditional form.
That's a great example of how they're bridging the gap between generations. They're introducing younger audiences to the Knish while also offering something new and exciting to those who've been coming here for years. It's about evolution, not revolution.
And let's not forget the power of place. Yonah Schimmel's is more than just a bakery. It's a landmark, a destination.
It's a piece of living history. People come here not just for the food, but for the experience. It's like stepping back in time.
They've maintained that old world charm. With the tin ceiling, the red flooring, even that original dumbwaiter is still in operation. It's all part of their story, and it adds to the allure.
It's like a tangible connection to the past. You can almost feel the generations of Knish makers who have stood in that same spot crafting these delicious treats. It's a powerful reminder of the enduring power of tradition and the importance of preserving those connections.
And it's not just about the physical space. It's about the community they've built. You can see the regulars coming in, greeting the staff by name, sharing stories. It's a neighborhood gathering place, a hub of connection.
And that sense of community is something that's been threatened by the forces of gentrification. As rents rise and businesses change, it becomes harder to maintain those bonds. But Yonah Schimmel's has managed to hold on to that core element, and I think that's a big part of their success.
It makes you wonder how they've managed to navigate those changing tides, to remain a beloved fixture in a neighborhood that's undergoing such dramatic transformation.
Well, perhaps it's a testament to the universal appeal of good food. No matter who you are or where you come from, everyone can appreciate a delicious knish.
There's something so comforting and familiar about it. It transcends cultural boundaries.
It's a reminder that even in the midst of change, there are some things that remain constant. And sometimes those constants are what help us navigate the uncertainties of life.
Yonah Schimmel's is certainly a beacon of stability in a neighborhood that's seen its fair share of upheaval. It's a reminder that even as the world around us changes, there are some things that are worth holding on to. But how exactly have they managed to do it? What are the specific strategies they've employed to adapt and thrive?
Well, that's a question we'll explore further in the next part of our deep dive. We'll delve into the inner workings of Yonah Schimmel's, uncovering the secrets to their remarkable resilience and longevity.
Welcome back to our deep dive into Yonah Schimmel's Knish Bakery. We've been exploring how they've managed to thrive for over a century in a constantly evolving neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's a real testament to their ability to adapt and innovate while staying true to their roots.
It's quite remarkable, isn't it? They've weathered so many storms, economic downturns, changing demographics, even a global pandemic.
Right.
And yet they're still here stronger than ever. It makes you wonder what their secret recipe for success is beyond just the knishes themselves.
I'm all ears. What insights did you glean from these articles about how they've managed to stay ahead of the curve?
Well, one key factor seems to be their willingness to embrace technology. For example, they were early adopters of online ordering and delivery services, which allowed them to reach a wider audience, especially during those challenging times when people couldn't physically come to the bakery.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
They recognized that they needed to meet their customers where they were, and that meant going digital.
Yeah.
It's a lesson a lot of businesses could learn from being adaptable and leveraging technology to your advantage.
Absolutely, and they haven't stopped there. They've also embraced social media, using platforms like Instagram and Facebook to connect with a younger generation and showcase their products in a visually appealing way.
Ah, the power of food photography. It's no secret that people love to share their culinary experiences online, and Yonah Schimmel's has definitely tapped into that trend.
They've turned their niches into social media stars, and it's working. They're attracting new customers, generating buzz, and staying relevant in a digital age.
It's like they've found a way to blend tradition with modernity, honoring their past while embracing the future.
Precisely. They're not afraid to experiment, to try new things, to push the boundaries a bit. And that's what keeps them fresh and exciting.
They've certainly come a long way from that humble pushcart on the streets of the Lower East Side.
But here's the thing, even as they've evolved and embraced these modern approaches, they haven't lost sight of what's truly important. The quality of their product and the connection they have with their community.
It sounds like they've managed to strike that delicate balance between innovation and authenticity, which is no easy feat.
Not at all. But it's what sets them apart. They're not just chasing trends, they're staying true to their core values. And I think that resonates with people.
It makes you wonder if there are any lessons we can learn from Yonah Schimmel's story beyond the realm of business. What does their success tell us about the human spirit, about our capacity for resilience and adaptation?
That's a thought-provoking question. Perhaps it speaks to the power of holding on to traditions even as the world around us changes. It's a reminder that some things are worth preserving, worth fighting for.
And it also highlights the importance of community, of having a support system, of feeling connected to something larger than ourselves.
Absolutely. Yonah Schimmel's is more than just a bakery. It's a gathering place, a hub of human connection. And I think that's what sustains them, what gives them the strength to keep going, even when times are tough.
It reminds me of that old saying, it takes a village. No one succeeds in isolation. We all need each other. We all rely on those connections, those shared experiences. And Yonah Schimmel's embodies that spirit beautifully.
They've created a space where people from all walks of life can come together, share a meal, and feel a sense of belonging. And in a city as vast and diverse as New York, that's no small feat.
It makes you wonder how they've managed to foster that sense of community, especially in a neighborhood that's seen so much change over the years.
Well, one factor might be their commitment to affordability. They've kept their prices relatively low, making their niches accessible to everyone regardless of income. It's a reminder that good food shouldn't be a luxury. It should be a communal experience.
It's a powerful statement, especially in a city where the cost of living can be so prohibitive. They're making a conscious choice to be inclusive, to welcome everyone to the table.
Exactly. And that inclusivity extends to their staff as well. They've employed generations of immigrants from the Lower East Side, providing opportunities and fostering a sense of shared purpose.
It sounds like they've created a microcosm of the American dream within their own walls.
In a way, they have. They're living proof that hard work, dedication, and a commitment to community can lead to lasting success.
It's an inspiring story, and it makes me even more curious to hear from the people who make it all happen.
Me too. Let's delve into the heart of Yonah Schimmel's in the next part of our deep dive and hear from the bakers, the staff, and the loyal customers who bring this iconic bakery to life.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We've explored the history of Yonah Schimmel's Knish bakery, their strategies for success.
Right.
And now it's time to hear from the people who make it all happen, the heart and soul of this Lower East Side institution.
You know, it's easy to get caught up in the numbers, the business strategies.
Yeah.
But what truly makes Yonah Schimmel special is the human element. It's the people who pour their passion and dedication into every aspect of this bakery.
From what I've read, there's a real sense of pride and ownership among the staff. It's like they're all part of an extended family carrying on a legacy that stretches back generations.
It's true. Many of the employees have been with Yonah Schimmel's for decades, some even following in the footsteps of their parents and grandparents. They've seen the neighborhood change, they've witnessed trends come and go, but they've remained steadfast in their commitment to this bakery.
That kind of loyalty is rare these days.
Yeah.
It speaks volumes about the work environment they've created, that people feel so connected to this place, so invested in its success.
It's a testament to the leadership of Ellen Enistratov, who has not only preserved her great-grandfather's recipes, but also cultivated a culture of respect and appreciation within the bakery. She understands that her employees are the backbone of the business, and she treats them like family.
And it sounds like that sense of family extends to the customers as well. I read about how regulars come in, they chat with the staff, they share stories. It's like stepping into a time capsule where the pace of life slows down and everyone knows your name.
It's that sense of community that sets Yonah Schimmel's apart. In a city that's often seen as impersonal and fast-paced, they've managed to create a haven of warmth and connection.
And that connection is forged through food. It's the niches themselves that bring people together, that spark conversations and create memories.
Absolutely. You see people from all walks of life gathered around tables, savoring those golden brown pockets of dough filled with savory or sweet fillings. It's a universal language food, and Yonah Schimmel's is speaking it fluently.
And they're not just catering to longtime residents, they're welcoming newcomers, tourists, even celebrities, all drawn by the allure of a true New York institution.
It's like a pilgrimage for some people. They come from all over the world to experience a taste of history, to savor a piece of the Lower East Side's rich cultural tapestry.
It's amazing to think about the countless stories that have unfolded within those walls. The generations of families who have shared meals and created memories over plates of dishes.
It's a reminder that food is more than just sustenance. It's a vehicle for connection, for celebration, for storytelling.
And Yonah Schimmel's is more than just a bakery. It's a living testament to the enduring power of tradition, the importance of community, and the magic that happens when people come together to share a simple, delicious meal.
It's been a true pleasure diving deep into the world of Yonah Schimmel's. We've uncovered a story of resilience, adaptation, and the enduring spirit of the American dream. But more importantly, we've discovered a place where history comes alive, where tradition meets innovation, and where the heart of a neighborhood beats strong.
I could have said it better myself. This deep dive has left me feeling inspired, hungry, and eager to explore the hidden gems in my own community.
And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? Every neighborhood has its own Yonah Schimmels waiting to be discovered, its own stories waiting to be told. So go out there, explore, connect, and savor the journey.
And that's a great note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the heart of the Lower East Side. We'll see you next time for another adventure in knowledge and discovery.